So, hey, let's talk about this cool project that's all about counting different types of moon rocks using Python on Microsoft Azure. Imagine you're the boss of a space exploration team, and you've got this awesome collection of moon rocks that came back from the moon. You want to know, like, how many volcanic rocks there are, how many breccia, and so forth, right? Now, the challenge is to make sense of this vast trove of geological samples, and that's where Python and Azure come into play. First things first, you'd set things up in Azure. You create a new virtual machine using the Azure portal or through Azure CLI or PowerShell. It's a small but mighty server that's all yours. Once you've got it booted up, we'll get to uploading this treasure trove of moon rocks right from GitHub or somewhere else using Azure Blob Storage. Think of it as a virtual filing cabinet for all your rocky space wonders. Now, to handle all that data we just stashed, we'll tap into Azure's fancy analytics. We are going to whip up a simple but nifty Python script that looks at each rock, sees what type it belongs to, and starts tallying them up. This snippet of code will do the trick. Python import pandas as pd_rock_data is equal to pd.re add_csv rock_types_count is equal to rock_data.value_counts print. Pretty straightforward, right? We use the pandas library because it's great with CSV data. Imagine it as Excel, but for Python. We read the file, count each rock by type, and print the results. And because we are on Azure, we can run this script in their machine learning studio, or even better, let's train a model on this using Azure Machine Learning, and that's when it gets really cool and powerful. Through Azure MLOps, we set up a version-controlled, reproducible machine learning pipeline to identify rock types. You feed the model some training data, images, or spectral signatures of rocks, and then it gets to learn like a brain from experience, of course. So now you can take your collection of moon rocks data and let the model classify them as you feed in new samples. If this was a regular system, it could take ages, but no worries, Azure's got your back with distributed computing magic. With this powerful setup, processing new rock samples is as simple as running the classification script. Once classified, the script runs a quick count of each rock type, tallying them with ease. When there's a batch, we are automating the counting with minimal fuss and maximum zipping and unzipping of files, like a well-choreographed dance. Now, to make sure we are all good and up to speed on our progress, let's keep track of everything: logging activities, performance metrics, and of course, the final count of rocks. All this jazz will look like this in Python. Python import logging.basic_config level is equal to logging 0. Now, there's a lot riding on securely handling this data, which Azure handles gracefully with its security features. You see, using Azure, you are playing it safe with data loss prevention, compliant data paths, and the whole 9 yards to ensure that no data mishaps happen. Lastly, and this is super important, we need to share the wealth of knowledge this project will spawn. We are writing a blog post like this one, and maybe even an open source app where fellow rock lovers can see our findings. This way, the scientific community as well as the public gets in on the action. This isn't just about counting rocks. This is about pushing the frontier of space exploration and bringing everyone along for the ride. We are learning, sharing, and contributing to a greater understanding of the moon and its mysteries, one rock at a time, under the Azure sky. So, that's the scoop: using Python within the Microsoft Azure realm to count moon rocks by type. If you want to see the next big thing coming from this venture, like tools, apps, or the latest findings, Make sure to check out this blog post again, now complete, and also visit code neeraj.qzz.io code, and don't forget to subscribe to TechLab for all things tech and innovation. It's a place where the marvels of technology and the pursuit of knowledge meet, and where this kind of exciting exploration stories unfold. Visit TechLab to stay connected to the pulse of tech advancements and space exploration analytics. Let's not keep the secrets of the universe just to ourselves. It's way too fantastic to keep to ourselves. Let's share and celebrate it together here on our blog. Happy rock counting and exploring, friend.